I look into this audience, I can't help but be so excited and so hopeful on the inside because these young men and women are getting ready to change the world. They're getting ready to. In essence, when you think about education and you think about the students that drop out every single year, in this room today are future teachers that are going to change the world. When you think about inequality and racism and injustice, in this room today are future leaders that are going to change the world. When you think about people that battle depression and suicide, in this room today are future counselors and motivational speakers that are going to change the world. When you think about third world countries and people dying of diseases, in this room today are future doctors and nurses that are going to change the world. When you think of some of the challenges that many of our communities are facing all across the country and even in the world, in this room are future mayors and politicians that are going to change the world. When you think about children that grew up without a father, that grew up without a mother, in this room today are future leaders and mentors that are going to change the world. When you think about homelessness and people that don't have anywhere to sleep and don't have any food to eat, in this room are future preachers and nonprofit leaders that are going to change the world. That's it. And so, now I'm getting pumped up. And so my goal today is really simple for the graduates. What I'm getting ready to do is I'm not only here to celebrate with you, I'm not only here to congratulate you on your wonderful accomplishment, but I want to give you 11 words of wisdom that I believe will empower you for success throughout your journey and your next level in life. Number one, the first word of wisdom comes from Mark Twain, and he said the two most important days of your life is the day you were born and the day you discover why. Because he understands that as human beings, one of the first things we have to do is discover our purpose in life and discover why we are here. And my challenge to each of you is to discover your purpose. Discover why you're here. Discover, as I like to say, the passionate reason why things matter to you, and go out there and change the world. Third word of wisdom comes from Mahatma Gandhi, where he says, be the change you wish to see in the world. Because he understands you cannot create change or you cannot become successful until you first see what it looks like. I often say you will only go as far as what you can see, which means if I'm going to be successful, if you're going to make an impact, you've got to have a vision and a picture of your future. So when you walk out of here today, create that vision board, create that vision, dream big, dream large, and believe that you will actually do more than you can even imagine. The 10th word of wisdom comes from Oprah. And she says, every day I wake up, I just give thanks. Because she understands that the beginning of peace, the beginning of joy, the beginning of happiness, the beginning of abundance is being thankful for what you have. So no matter what you face in life, no matter if you're not at your dream yet, no matter what life throws at you, always be thankful for the little things. Be thankful that you can breathe. Be thankful that you woke up this morning. Be thankful that you can walk. Be thankful that your bills are paid. Be thankful that you have friends. Be thankful that you have family. Be thankful that you have a degree. Always give thanks for the little things, and the abundance will come out of that. I think the 11th word of wisdom comes from Lou Holtz, and he says, and I quote, he says, 10% of challenges is what happens, and 90% is how you react. Because he understands that we're all going to face challenges, we're all going to face obstacles, we're all going to face haters, we're all going to want to throw in the towel, we're all going to want to give up, we're all going to be like, I can't do this anymore. But understand that is one of the greatest places to be, because when you're at rock bottom, that resilience begins to build in you. It's at rock bottom where you begin to learn about how strong you really are. It's at rock bottom where it's a precursor to your greatest opportunity ever. I often tell people the greater the challenge, the greater the opportunity. I often tell people when everything is coming against you, don't sit there and start boo-hooing and being mad. Start celebrating, because that means you're getting ready to come into something good, because the challenge wouldn't be so great if you weren't coming into something good. Therefore, when I face ability to get stronger. I focus on the knowledge. I focus on what I'm going to become by going through this challenge. Because we know in basketball, we know in football, we know in baseball, we know in soccer, we know in lacrosse, we know in volleyball, we know in tennis, that before you are a champion, you've got to endure some challenges.